All right. Let me set a few things up here and just make a quick video. It's the night before the draft, and I just wanted to say a few things and then maybe take a few questions and comments and whatnot. I got to be honest. I'm going to be really honest. What's up, guys? What's up, everybody? Let me say a few words and I'll say hello to everybody. I got to be honest. The night before what I think might be one of the biggest draft nights in New York Giants football history, I think it's really it's a really important night for the Giants. It's a really important night tomorrow night. I'm going to be down there. I'm really hoping the rain holds off. It's supposed to rain. Could get a little nasty, but Pizzle is a nasty boy. So that's just how it goes. Don't know how much content I'll be able to take in. Don't know if I'll be able to go live. Don't know. I have no idea. I'm just gonna go down there, throw my dick out there, and see what happens. With that being said, a lot of smoke screens today. Lot of things being said. I don't believe any of the whole Daniel Jones at 6 nonsense. I don't believe any of that. However, let me say this. For those out there that really want this new quarterback, for those out there that are eager for the Giants to draft a new quarterback, there's a lot of you out there. I've been arguing with a lot of you over the course of not only last year, but over the last 2 years. In my opinion, I think Daniel Jones, I'm a believer in Daniel Jones. Do I want the Giants to draft him at 6? No. Would I mind if they draft him at 17? Absolutely not. I have no problem with that. Now, I believe about a month ago, that I didn't think the Giants were going to take a quarterback at all. In fact, if the Giants don't take a quarterback in the first 37 picks, right, their first two and the 37th in the second round, I don't think they take a quarterback at all. And I think the whole shit nonsense of them hyping up Haskins, these beat writers just talking all this nonsense about quarterback this, quarterback that, all that was just a bunch of clickbait nonsense. And I've seen a lot of clickbait nonsense even here on YouTube, on social media platforms all over the internet. Just clickbait nonsense. Then this video comes out the other day of Eli Manning in shorts, out there, no pads, out there just slinging the rock with his teammates and looking just fine. Looking just fine. Looking like a damn thoroughbred. Looking like if you gave him an offensive line, he'd get something done for you. That's what he looked like. So, with that being said, let me just say a few words. I think that Dave Gettleman, based on what he did at Carolina, I believe that Dave Gettleman is going to take a defensive tackle. Okay? I could see Dave Gettleman taking Quentin Williams. I could see him taking Ed Oliver. Okay, now we're talking about 6. I say that because of what he did in Carolina. He drafted defensive tackles high in the draft, and with this being what this draft has at the top of the board, I could see it. However, let me say this. If Devin White is there at 6, and I hope he gets by Tampa somehow, some way. If Devin White is there at 6, it's going to be hard for me to accept anything else. I'll just be honest. I love Devin White. I think he's the best player in this draft. I think he is the best defensive player in this draft. And I think if you draft Devin White, you've got a legitimate linebacker for your franchise for the next 10 fucking years. And I think it damn well matters. And not only do you have a linebacker, you not only got a damn good linebacker, you've got a leader on your team. That's what I think Devin White is. I think he is the real deal. And if he is at 6, please draft him. Now, this is my opinion. If you do draft Devin White, that does not answer the pass rush issue that the Giants have. So it potentially means that at 17, you potentially get an edge rusher there. So in a lot of ways, for me, I feel like the 6th pick is going to tell me what the 17th pick is going to be for the Giants. I think the 2 first-round draft picks has given me not only anxiety. I've been shaking for 2 days now. I've been shaking like a leaf on a tree for 2 days because I'm used to just having one pick. Just one. I mean, I thought last year was nerve-wracking having the number 2 overall pick. This part of having 2, 6, and 17, and then not even knowing if we're going to maneuver with them, not really knowing what to do. I mean, the Giants aren't going to draft 12 players in this draft. They're not. They're going to package some of these picks, and they're going to move around. For me, I'm going to be stressed the fuck out, right? I mean, I need these picks to be good, Dave. Dave, if you're watching. Okay, I know you're probably watching somewhere, Dave. I need these 2 picks to be good. I need 6 and 17 to be pretty a good pick. Now I see Dave taking Ed Oliver. I really do. I see Dave taking him, but I see Dave taking also best player available. I do. I'm really nervous. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to any of you guys. I'm really nervous about tomorrow because I feel like this team offensively, if they get a good solid right tackle, listen to me, if they get a good solid player to play right tackle, I think this Giants offense can be something. However, I don't have a clue what we have on defense right now. I have no clue. I have no clue what Sam Beal is really going to be for us. I have no clue. I have no clue if Lorenzo Carter is going to take the next step for me. I have no clue if B.J. Hill is going to take the next step. I have no clue if Dalvin Tomlinson is going to take the next big step. I have no clue what the hell if even Janoris Jenkins is going to be on the team next week. You just never damn know anymore with Davy G. You just have no idea. So I need these picks to be solid, and I need them to be good. I need them to be on point. And if they're not, and if we go out and we draft and these guys end up being poor picks like Eli Apple, Eric Flowers, we're screwed. We're screwed for the next several years. So I'm going to take a couple questions. I don't want to go on too long. I'm going to try to get some content for you guys tomorrow. I want to say this. For those that are watching, for those that watch this video back, I'm not going to say any names. There is a well-known Giants fan amongst not only through Giant fans, but maybe through the national media. Okay, I'm not going to say any names. Who I did everything in my power to collaborate with him. I know he's in town, and I did everything in my power to collaborate with him, and he would not collaborate with me. And I'm frustrated. I'm very frustrated because I have good things to say about him, but he would not collaborate. So it frustrates me because I think there's a lot of you out there that probably know who this person is. You may know who I am. You'd like to see a couple Giant fans get together and do some really cool stuff, maybe the night before the draft, maybe the day of. And I did everything in my power to make that happen, and it didn't happen. So I'm a little frustrated. I had some really great ideas, some good content. The thing about it is I don't come to YouTube to take any of your guys' money. I don't come on here to gain any kind of national fame. I don't. I just come on here to give good, solid content, good quality content to people that want to hear somebody talk about Giants football. Okay, we're just here just to produce good content for absolutely fucking nothing. Okay, for free, for bottom line free. And so when you go out and you know that you get good views on your post game videos, you know that you get some pub here and there, and then you see somebody who says, "Yeah, I'm this, and this, and I get this big well recognition, but I don't want to give any shine to you." That's a little bit, that kind of rubs me the wrong way, because I would, if the roles were reversed, if I was getting the national media attention and you were the little guy, I think I would turn back a little love for you. So tomorrow, you're probably going to see this particular person on television. You're probably going to see a lot of stuff. At the end of the day, I did all I could to try to make it happen and put out good content. Was trying to go well out of my way. So I don't want to come off petty. I don't come off any of that stuff. But, and I'm not going to say any names. But here's all I'll say. Some nonsense went on. That's all I'm going to say. So here we go. I'll take some of you guys' questions. We'll do some talking, and then we'll shut this down. We'll shut this thing down. Let's see. Ooh, I don't know if that would happen, setting. I do feel like, here's what I do feel like, and maybe one of you guys believe this. I feel like somebody in the top 5 is going to trade. I feel like somebody in the top 5 is going to make a move out of the top 5, and somebody's going to come in. Now, I don't know if they're jumping in front of the Giants, but I do feel like that. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but I do feel like that is going to happen. How do you feel about Murray? Okay. First of all, I think Murray's going to be the number 1 overall pick. So, like with Baker Mayfield last year, the Giants can't do anything about that. We're obviously not going to send this crazy package for Kyler Murray. I like Kyler Murray. I do. I'm a fan of Kyler Murray. I think Kyler Murray has every chance to be good in the National Football League. Would I like him to be on the Giants? Maybe. I think it could work. I think he could work in New York. I really do. If he is anything like Russell Wilson, anything, even if he's even a little bit of a poor man's version of Russell Wilson, I think he has every chance to be really good. So if for whatever reason the Cardinals don't take him, I don't see him passing the Raiders, but if somehow he does pass both teams, we'll see. Mega Giants, I would like a cornerback on day 2. I would like that. No, I do not like Haskins, Wolf. I do not want Haskins. I'm going to tell you this. I like Daniel Jones more than I do Haskins. And I know there's a lot of Giant fans out there that will be upset if Daniel Jones is selected, for example, the 6th overall pick. Here's the thing. I think Daniel Jones is the smartest quarterback in this draft. I think Daniel Jones is going to be a boom or bust prospect in the National Football League. I think he is going to be really good, or he's not going to be good at all. I don't think there's going to be any middle ground with him. I really don't. One of these quarterbacks is going to emerge to be a really good quarterback. One of them. I don't know which one, but one of them. And my guess, if I had to guess, is Daniel Jones. And I know he's not flashy. I know it's not sexy. But for some reason, I've got a good feeling about Daniel Jones. I like his toughness. I think Cutcliffe is a great coach to learn under in college. I think that the Duke receivers did him no favors. And I think he's a quarterback that doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes. And at the same time, I don't think a quarterback has to be flashy in order to be successful. Thank you, John. I'm trying. Would you consider calling the Broncos and see? I mean, I don't know. I'm more so. See, would you trade second rounder for Rosen Jones? Is Dave? No, I don't think Suki girl. I don't believe that Daniel Jones is Dave Brown. I don't believe that at all. I really don't. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And as for Rosen, here's the deal. Here's my opinion on Rosen. Okay, the Cardinals drafted him in the top 10. If you have to absolutely, if you feel like you have to have a quarterback, if the Giants feel like they definitely need a quarterback, here's the thing too. Eli Manning could easily get hurt this year. Okay, Eli Manning, in my opinion, is going to play all 16 games for the New York Giants. Eli Manning could have easily get hurt, and if Eli Manning was to get hurt, what the hell do we have behind him? We got Kyle Lauletta and Alex Tanney. So right out of the gate, the Giants don't really have a whole lot for a backup, right? So just going out and getting Josh Rosen secures the idea that you're going to have a quarterback, the whole year, a decent one. Josh Rosen was the top 10 draft pick. Forget what kind of season he had. The bottom line is he's a top 10 draft pick. If they traded a 37th pick for him, then from an analytical value standpoint, makes total sense. However, you better get two quality defensive players before you even think about trading for Josh Rosen. Okay, I need this defense to be a lot better. I think the offense is fine. I think we need obviously a right tackle, but I really, really want us to make sure that if we get two strong defensive players, I have no problem trading the 37th pick for Rosen. Again, I think if you go past the 37 picks, they haven't got a quarterback yet. They're not getting one at all. Joe, I have no problem either if the Giants go all defense. I think there's enough hog molly offensive linemen that's going to be there in day 2, in rounds 2 and 3, that the Giants could go there. Chad, I'm with you. I want to see. I do feel like we need to mix in a tackle there. We need to try to get a quality right tackle. But, that's the thing too, is I think a lot of people are stuck on this whole idea of quarterback. They're just too stuck on quarterback. And they're not really, so they're saying Rosen, but at the end of the day, we really need to revamp our defense. We really, really need to revamp our defense. Yankee King, I don't understand why you don't trust Dave Gettleman. What has Dave Gettleman done that you don't trust? Mark Anthony, I have no problem with Josh Allen at 6. I have no problem. Again, I don't know where Josh Allen is going to necessarily fall. Here's the thing. Let me make myself clear. If Devin White is there, I don't want anybody else but Devin White at 6. Okay? I do not want anybody else. I don't care if Josh Allen's there. I don't care if Quentin Williams is there. I don't care if Edward Oliver's there. I want Devin White at 6. If Devin White is gone, just give me somebody good. Give me somebody good, Davey G. Give me somebody really a damn good player. I think Quentin Williams has, in my opinion, is going to be nasty. I think he's going to be really good. I think Bosa's going to be good, but I think these guys are gone. No, Mike, I'm not a cop. Do I look like a cop? See, don't move on from Eli Manning. Why? I don't understand why you are so hell bent about the. Eli Manning is not his. I tried not to have a Eli Manning video every single time, but Eli Manning's not the problem. Yes, that's right, Tim May. Cop by day, cop pistol by night. I honestly don't think the Giants are taking Jones at 6. I could see it as a possibility at 17. Let me tell you what, if I was like a state trooper, I'd be awful. I would literally be racing up and down the interstate every damn day. Eli Manning has never been the problem. Look, Eli Manning has bad games. Give me a quarterback who doesn't have bad games. I mean, they're just there. It's just true. I about died there. Eli Manning is going to have, I think, a really good 2019 season. I really do. I think Golden Tate is the perfect receiver for Eli Manning. I think Sterling Shepard is a great receiver for Eli Manning. I actually think the Giants are going to draft a receiver. I think Evan Ingram can have a big year if he can stay healthy. And at the end of the day, here is the thing. Here is the thing that all Giant fans need to realize anyways. Who gives a damn about the quarterback when we're a running team now with Saquon Barkley? He needs to be the focal point. Saquon Barkley needs to be the workhorse. He needs to be the star player of this Giants team, not some quarterback. He needs to be Saquon Barkley's team. I'm not really on the Metcalf train, can't bear losing. I like Hakeem Butler. Hakeem Butler is who I have my eyes on, okay? Do your research. I like Hakeem Butler, Iowa State. I don't think we can go wrong. I think we can, Mike. Mike, we can go wrong in this draft. We can go wrong in this draft. Things can get ugly. Yankee King. Why do you hate Eli Manning? Here's the thing. I want everyone to understand this. If you're a person who doesn't like Eli Manning, let's say you're a Giants fan and you're having an issue with Eli Manning, it's because you never bought into Eli. You never did. You never did. People say, "Oh, Pistol, you're stuck in 2007. You're stuck in 2011 with Eli." Well, you're stuck in 2005 and you never bought into Eli. And now you've waited for your time. You've literally waited for your time to just crush Eli. You've just been waiting all these years. Oh, here's finally some vulnerability from Eli. Let me crush him. And that's what people are doing now. That's all. They just said, well, let me wait. And here's the thing, too. Let me say this. Here we go. Fucking Eli. Let me say this. These fucking cowards, these cowards on ESPN, Fox Sports 1, NFL Network, they talk so much shit about Eli. And you want to know why they talk so much shit about Eli? They talk so much shit because Eli Manning won't chirp back to them. They know he's an easy target. They know that that they can say, oh, Eli just, he's washed. They can say all these cool little code words like washed and he's toast and all this bullshit. But you say that because you know he won't chirp back. Right? You want to know you may tell you somebody who's washed? Cam Newton is really washed. Yeah, I'm talking about a guy whose body is starting to fail him. His body is, but nobody will say nothing about Cam. You want to know why? Because they know Cam Newton will play that card. He'll clap back. He'll start he'll start, and then all of a sudden, that person's not cool anymore for calling him out. You see, there's a reason why they call out Eli, because they know that's an easy target. It's true. It's true. That's simply the truth. Meanwhile, here's what you don't see, right? Because again, I don't see any players that played with Eli coming out and talking shit about him like they're doing with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers' former teammates is coming out talking about how selfish he is and how, they would have been better if Aaron would have done this and done that. You don't hear anybody. Matter of fact, Hakeem Nicks who's been out of the league is out here working out with Eli. Just out here working out with Eli. They got former players running routes for Eli, and Aaron Rodgers has got former players literally throwing his name under the bus. I mean, here's the thing. It's like you guys watch my shit and you say, well, this is just some fucking stupid YouTuber who makes these little videos. You're just like the little shithead who won't collab with me. You just think like, oh, well, shit, like he's just making shit up and he's just doing this shit for a show. Put fucking two and two together. Put 1 + 1 will equal fucking 2 if you just put it together. Literally, the TV, social media, it all tells you all the facts. You don't even need me to tell you. But I got to come on here and say it. And then all of a sudden, oh, they say Eli Manning. You're nothing more than an Eli Manning ball washer. You're just sitting here sucking Eli's dick. What are you talking about? I'm sitting here just looking at it the same way you're looking at it. It's nuts. It blows my fucking mind. And then people say, well, Eli Manning, you got to move on from Eli. Right? You got to move on from Eli. You got to move on from Eli. I'm watching fucking Shango's video today, right? I'm sitting here watching Shango, right? I like Shango, right? I watched Shango. He went to fucking the pyramids in Egypt, right? I'm sitting there thinking, oh, great for Shango. Him and his wife having a little trip. And then he comes back, and I don't know if the aliens that fucking built the damn pyramids, that's for another video. I don't know if they, infested his fucking brain with some alien juice or something, but he comes back and he's all making this video today about Eli Manning. He is like, he's just fucking washed, and I'm going to see if the Giants draft a quarterback because that Saquon's a problem. But Eli washed. Meanwhile, he's got Dak Prescott, for God's sakes. Are you fucking kidding me? How you gonna sit here and talk shit about Eli and you got Dak fucking Prescott as your damn quarterback? You gotta be shitting me, Shango! I mean, in what world? You must be living in an alien world with the fucking pyramids. How can you even mention Eli Manning in a bad way when you got a quarterback who ain't shit? And once again, what does this have everything to do? What does this have? This has everything to do with the fact of, well, Eli's this certain age now, and, that number's a little high, I like he needs fucking Viagra or something. He needs Viagra to play quarterback, and here's the thing. It's like, what year is Dak Prescott in? Can somebody tell me what year Dak Prescott's in? Is he going on year 4? Somebody tell me. I honestly would like to know. Is he going on year 4? Yeah, somebody needs to thank Yankee King because he got me jacked up. Is he going on year 4? Okay. Does anybody want to know what Eli did in year 4? Does anybody want to know? Does anybody know? Does anybody know what fucking Eli did in year 4? Does anybody know? Or do you need me to fucking tell you? So with that being said, I want to know if you're going to use the fucking age excuse and say, well, Dak he's a real good quarterback. He's the future. I don't know. What was Eli Manning doing in year 4? He wasn't shitting green. He was putting some diamonds on his fucking finger. So if Dak Prescott doesn't show me something in year 4, you can kiss my black ass. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Kiss it real hard. I mean, it's just, it's nuts to me how people always they don't even have a clue. They just don't even have a clue. So anyways, here's the thing. I've rambled on a little enough about Eli. Okay, so once again, Yankee King, let me tell you something. I'm going to say something to you, and I hope this process in your head here, okay? I want this to process. I've literally went 29 minutes. Nobody's going to watch my fucking video for 29 minutes, okay? Let me process for you for a second. Defense wins championships, Yankee King. So, and just in case you can't hear me from the back of the row, I'm going to put my hands like this so you can hear me all the way back there in the back. Defense wins championships, And every team that wins a Super Bowl, it's because the defense probably won it for them. You fucking booger eater! I mean, it's just nuts. You can't win a Super Bowl unless you have a defense. But, oh, it's Eli, so we're going to assume that he didn't do it. The defense did. Listen, Yankee King, listen to me, okay? And you're probably a Giants fan, so I got nothing but respect for you. But this is the wrong channel for you to come to and start talking that dumb shit about Eli. If you need to go over to somebody else's channel who's gonna rub your nutsack, so they hit you with that so you hit them with that super chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not over here gonna rub your nuts. I'm over here to tell you the truth, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the truth hurts sometimes. Reality will smack you across the forehead sometimes, and you ain't got nothing to do but take it on the fucking chin like it's fucking Mayweather popping you upside the damn head. And of course you're gonna fall down. It's okay you fell down. Just get your ass back up and try not to say anything else stupid. You know what I'm saying? Mike, Yankee King is not a hater, okay? These people are not haters. Sometimes you're just ignorant. Sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes you just need to be corrected. It's okay. It's okay. You can be wrong. Look, if Eli Manning goes out there in 2019 and throws 0 touchdowns and 10 interceptions, so his numbers is 0 to 10, right? I'll come out here and say, yeah, you guys were right. The fucker needed some Viagra, and he had no business going back out there on the field. They ought to fire Dave Gettleman. They ought to fire Pat Shurmur, and they ought to tell Eli Manning, here's your damn rocking chair. Go fucking rock in a retirement home. I'll be the first one to come out and say that. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, okay? The narrative is completely wrong. Okay. So, and here we go. Wentz and Dak is the future, not Eli. Wentz doesn't have any seasons where he can actually complete a full season. You hear me? He can't even complete a full season. How about that? Can Carson Wentz even complete a season? Complete a season, then come talk to me about Carson Wentz. I mean, fuck me, man. I mean, I don't understand. I just don't get it. I don't know. Maybe I just don't get it. I don't get it. Eli Manning, here's the thing. I don't want to talk about Eli all night long. Eli Manning is one of the greatest New York Giant players of all time. Oh, stop, Yankee King. No, the Redskins, Josh Rosen is going to go to the Redskins and lead them to a division title. The Redskins, you know what? I can't wait. I can't wait till Golden Tate is in the slot and Landon Collins tries to cover Golden Tate. I can't wait for that. I cannot wait. Yes, JD, I'm going to the draft. My hope is, so for all those that don't know, it is supposed to rain in Nashville big time tomorrow night. Thunderstorms, fucking hurricane, tornado, all that good shit. Let me tell you what. There may not, who knows? You know, when people leave, like they're like, when you guys see people scatter because the rain is coming, what you're going to see is you're just going to see me standing right there holding the fort down. All you people out there, I'm going to have all you people on my back. No, you do not need a ticket. I'm going to have all you people on my back. And it's literally going to be a hurricane full of just rain. And Roger Goodell's going to be looking out there and it's just going to be me. It's just going to be me. It's going to be me, fucking rain, thunderstorms, hurricane winds, fucking bars. There's literally going to be an umbrella blowing in the wind. There's going to be probably a cow flying around, and it's just Pizzle there. Pizzle looking at the fucking rain in the skies, telling him, you can't hold me down because I need to see the Giants draft the next stud and put him in Big Blue. And I need him to be the very best, one of the very best New York fucking football Giants of all players of all time. Bottom line. So, anyways, I'm going to be there. Here's the thing though, and like I said, I'm probably not going to be able to do, I'm going to try to do some videoing. I don't know if I'll be able to go live. I can't imagine with all the people that are going to be there having any type of Wi-Fi. I don't know if I'll be able to have any type of reception. I don't know. I just have to get down there and get my hands on them. You know what I'm saying? Get my hands on them, feel them out, see what they feel like. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just feel it out. G-Simp, I hope they take Devin White. If they take Devin White, you are going to see me like fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin in the crowd with a couple fucking brewskis just doing that number. That's what you're going to see. That's what you're going to, you are literally going to see me popping a couple brewskis going nuts. Going absolutely fucking nuts if Devin White is drafted by the New York Giants. Absolutely nuts. And I'm sure ABC or ESPN will show the person who I did everything in my fucking power to collab with. Okay, I'm sure they'll show him or her, and you won't see Pizzle out there doing Stone Cold Steve Austin out there with a couple brewskis. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm ready to go. I'm jacked up. I'm ready to go. So, with that being said, we're going to see. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Look, and again, here's the thing. For all those out there, if the Giants draft Daniel Jones at 17, if that happens, I'm not going to be upset. I'm not going to be mad. I still stand firm that I don't think if the Giants draft him at 6, I'm going to look like a Jets fan out there in the crowd. I mean, it's going to be I don't know. You may see me collapse. You may see me pass out. But if he's there at 17, and the reason why I act like that, it's and some of you might say, well, if you don't take him at 6, why would you take him at 17? The thing is I feel like the Giants need, more than anything, they need a star defensive player. Okay? I need a game-changing player for the defense at 6. That's what I need. Okay? And for me, those guys are Devin White, they're Quentin Williams. I think Ed Oliver can be that guy. I think Ed Oliver, has every chance to be as good. And I know some of you guys are going to call me crazy. I think he could be Aaron Donald. I do. I believe that. But I think Devin White is going to be like Ray Lewis was for the Baltimore Ravens. Somebody that's just out there who's a great player. I like Josh Allen. I know a lot of people talk about Josh Allen. I thought Josh Allen had one of the most impressive bowl games of the bowl season. I did not love Josh Allen's combine. Was not big on Josh Allen's combine. But from a football standpoint, I thought Josh Allen was great. Just watching him play the game. The workout stuff, not that great. Okay, so Yankee King says Josh Allen 6, Montez Sweat 17. Look, if that happens, Pizzle's happy. I'm going to be down there wearing shades. Look, I firmly expect to be on national television tomorrow night. I firmly expect it to happen. Again, they'll probably show the person I tried to collab with who wouldn't collab, but there's nothing, we're just gonna have to wait and see. We'll see what happens. All right, guys and girls. I'm going to wrap this thing up. I went way too long. I'm nervous. I'm really nervous about tomorrow. I don't know what Dave has got up his sleeve. I think he's played it tight, tight to the vest. I think there's been a lot of smoke screens. I think there's a part of me. Listen to me. I think there's a part of me who thinks that Dave, somewhere in his head, enjoys the smoke screen. I think he enjoys the chaos, right? I think he enjoys kind of spinning it out there. And so for me, I think he's probably right now, probably not even nervous. I bet he's somewhere laughing his ass off because he thinks, I'm glad they think they're doing this. I'm glad that they think we're doing this. I think Dave gets off on shit like that. And I hope, my only hope is, whether they pick someone I like or someone I don't like, I just hope that the Giants get the players that they wanted. That's honestly what I want more than anything. I just want the Giants to draft who they want for themselves. If, I think they never wanted Eli Apple. They ended up getting Eli Apple. I think they wanted Leonard Floyd. I hope that doesn't happen to the Giants tomorrow night. But we're gonna have to wait and see. I think last year, I think the Giants got exactly who they wanted. I think they wanted Saquon Barkley. I think they wanted Will Hernandez. I think they wanted Lorenzo Carter. They got the guys that they wanted. I just hope that they get the guys that they want again this year. So with that being said, talk to you guys later. More content on the way. I had some good shit lined up, but I couldn't get nobody to fucking collab with me. It's just a bunch of bullshit. But anyways, we'll see you guys tomorrow. And we'll see. No, I'm not going to be live. I don't think there's any chance I can be live tomorrow. So anyways, talk to you guys later.